Okay, once you finish dying, we are currently live in the night time in the Insight.
Nighttime adventures.
Hell yeah. We've just been to McDonald's.
Put up the window.
We've just had a meal and a half, quite literally.
We went for table service as well, didn't we? Because we're hardcore.
And they forgot your apple pie.
They did.
Absolute. But to be fair, you just said, hello, they have forgotten my apple pie. And they said, yes, here you go, here's our apple pie within 10 seconds. So it was like, all was well in the world of McDonald's.
I know. It was a nice achievement. I should have got a trophy for that. Anyway.
The employee should have got a trophy.
Ooh! Smell that screen wash.
Ooh.
That's a strengthy screen wash. You can tell it's a press car when it has strengthy screen wash.
Well, my car had strengthy screen wash for a while. Until it ran out and I just kept putting water in it.
Yeah. Water, not even fairy.
Not even fairy.
Yeah.
Because I'm on a budget, and I guess if it's cold outside, I'll just blow up.
There's also no kind of atmosphere.
We're all alone, more or less.
Yes, indeed.
The reddest of dwarfs. Although we are in a green.
Oh, there's the police.
It's Mr. the Police.
Hello.
He's out to catch us doing illegal Kanjo activities.
Yeah. Oh, there they are. They've already gripped
Oh my
someone.
goodness. He's absolutely at him.
And we're going to stop at the lights and we're going to do a bit of a launch and see. Because the thing about this car is it does seem to wheel spin quite a bit.
Yeah, very easily. And we think that's probably part due to electric motors.
Yes. Not my clutch control.
Not your clutch control, electric motors.
Yeah. Let's find out. Yep, spin again.
Yep, immediately.
And cornering like on rails.
Very good. It's very good in the corners, this car.
It's exceptionally good.
Yeah.
We'll quite happily rev to...
It's got VTEC.
Yeah, exactly. 6.5.
Probably 6.5. Maybe 7.
Maybe.
Well, the wagon goes to 7, so... And that's like
but it doesn't
the
sound
top.
healthy.
It does not. When you let off in at the top of second gear, it probably goes... Nah.
Maybe part of the exhaust.
Is not probably. Yeah.
So we're driving around Lancaster. We were looking for car cruises and such to see how the modified community live and how they would respond.
Well, there was one on in Kendal.
Yeah.
And it was all right, but it wasn't really. It wasn't really a meet as such.
No.
Although one person was very interested in it.
Yeah, he
sound
came
guy.
over and showed a lot of interest in the alley body and the technology of the engine and the motor.
Well, if you saw the live stream earlier, it was a very similar interaction to what we had earlier. It was just you
can't fail to turn heads to have a chat about this car, because
especially with car enthusiasts.
Yeah, nobody has a clue what it is.
Yeah, or if they do, they know how cool it is.
Exactly, yeah. It's either that or they don't know, full stop. There's no middle ground on this one.
Yeah. Or do you remember the NSX? The old style NSX if anyone was running?
No, that car made no impact
what
on
colour
my life.
was it? Yellow?
It was a police car behind.
Ooh.
This is the first. He's probably trying to work out what the hell we're driving.
Is it from the future? That guy was having a look. I think he knew what it was.
Yeah. So, 3-cylinder, and like everybody seems to be going towards the police station.
That Fiesta's not allowed down there unless he's parking.
The police going there as well.
Well, they're gonna
that would
tell
explain why the police went down.
What's the police station there, isn't it? So.
Yes. So this is Lancaster. We're near the Pointer roundabout, and we're just going to go down here, and then we're going to head towards Morecambe.
Yep. So interesting cars.
Yes, exactly.
Because I have a feeling some interesting cars are going to be out this time of night.
Ooh, a Megane.
A Megane. Renault Megane.
I once watched someone run across here, a bit like that.
Yeah.
But in a high heel. She then fell over, landed.
Ouch.
Some guy helped her, and then somebody ran up and grabbed her shoe, and it was like a very Cinderella moment.
Is this your shoe, madam?
Yes, exactly.
And she just kind of pulls herself off the pavement. Yes, thank you.
It wasn't the pavement, it was the middle of the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what made it, slightly more challenging for...
I always get anxious about that happening to me, just like...
Well, in case you're in your high heels.
Yeah, in case I'm in my high heels.
Yeah.
Well, no, just in case I trip over something like a pothole in the road or something as I'm
High
crossing.
heels do make it 10 times worse. I mean,
Well,
even on a
obviously
Sunday,
you'd know from experience.
I would, of course. Well, yeah. I've been to university.
A passion for fashion.
I'm going to
What was
choke
that
again.
noise?
I don't know. I think I'm about to choke.
Do you need an inhaler or like a doctor? Like...
Inhaler.
See, look, we're producing probably less waste than that cyclist there.
We are.
Because we're so eco-friendly.
Well, economy-wise, we're pulling 60.4 to the gallon.
A very impressive figure.
Hmm.
My car does half that.
Yeah.
And that's supposedly an economy car.
Well, we don't seem to. The gauge just doesn't go down.
No. Well, how long have you had this car? 3 days? 3
Something like
days?
that,
Yeah. And it was full of fuel.
And it's not like
look
it's
where
been
it
parked
is.
up, is it?
Oh no, you've been out in it.
My word.
We've literally come from Kendal to Lancaster,
Yeah.
all around the shop, all around the place, and it's been, you know, perfectly
Perfect.
I was going somewhere with this. The problem with doing lives is you kind of got to make a lot of stuff up on the
I'm just
spot.
watching everywhere to work out what's going on. What is that? Oh, it's a bike, but he's got a head torch, so he looks like something off Men in Black.
That's the biker we passed earlier.
It is.
He knows.
So there we
he's
go.
going across
Start,
the pavement. Oh yeah, start.
Yeah, so it just started. I put it in neutral. It's now.
Which is amazing for an 18-year-old car.
I know.
Do you think stuff like that might have been on like the most premium luxury cars?
Well, according
like-
to Joseph, it was released on a Polo in about 1980, and the
Oh.
Mark III Golf had it.
Interesting.
I know. He's a fountain of knowledge.
There's a
that
lot.
guy.
There's a lot of strange, interesting golfs because they did like the first.
They
They
did a fully electric one, didn't they?
did a fully electric one. They did one that was all-wheel drive and raised up.
You mean
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
they're quite rare?
They're very rare. I've never seen one. Not
I've
even,
seen a few.
Not even at a
actually.
show.
Yeah, I have. And then you had the Synchro as well.
Oh yeah.
You had the
That's a
Synchro,
really cool car.
G60,
Yeah.
Rally and such.
The Rally.
But it's
Well,
like this. It looks like it's directly related to what the CRX,
Yeah.
CLZ, and it looks EP3, 2, whatever.
Yeah.
From the front, it's an interesting.
I think this, because they did make a later generation of the Insight. If you search for a
Yeah,
Honda Insight
They
on,
did.
but that's
2009.
but that's based on a Civic.
Yeah.
I think this is a closer relative to the slightly later Honda CRZ,
Well, what I saw was
because that has the IMA hybrid system.
exactly, yeah, and because this didn't appeal to the masses, what they did is develop a Civic hybrid,
Yeah,
which is sad because this is so cool.
it is very cool. Well, to be fair, they did sell a quite decent amount of the CRZ. They're still fairly easy to get,
Yes,
and they're still going down in price.
they are.
So I think that'll be a good, cheap little fun car. Because
Assuming this is going. Ah, there we go. There's the indicator.
textbook stuff, lovely jubbly,
As you can see, we're past like a rocket and up. Yes.
like an economically viable rocket.
Yes.
I feel so smug seeing this car.
Like a South Park episode.
The giant cloud of smug. Yeah.
Yes.
where they all drive Priuses.
Yeah.
That was a funny episode.
It was interesting.
Yeah. Well,
Mind you, it's South Park. It's supposed to do that.
it's never going to be not avant-garde.
Okay, we have a Skoda that's decided to be stationary around a corner.
Well, there is a car approximately 100 meters in front of it,
Well,
so
of course, and he's obviously running a McLaren engine.
Pod's out in force tonight.
Ah, yes. He has a nice camera on the top.
Yeah, I know. It's very fancy.
Yes.
Because I think before I've seen a Ford Coupe, like that's the one that's followed me in the Fiesta like loads of times. There's a Ford Cougar with a camera like that, like a similar setup.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's an AMPR.
Looks like a periscope, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like a Google Street View one.
It does.
So I remember one of them came.
Maybe
like,
that's what they're doing now. Making some more money by running Google Street Map. Because let's face it, they're out all the time.
I mean, good job. We live in Silverdale.
Great horn, as you can tell.
Joseph says, "I see you are enjoying yourself, gentlemen. Indeed, we are.
We are. We wish you were here.
It's a very enjoyable
Come
car.
on an adventure.
I mean,
you'd have to sit on the back.
Yeah,
seat
we
like a cat.
don't have a back seat.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that bit.
You can just kind of perch and sort of brace yourself against the side.
Yeah, it's fine. part of the adventure.
You can fit a person there.
Ah, yeah. What's going on here?
I believe this is what the humans call a roundabout, Ben.
Ah, yes.
That's what's going on here.
As you can see, it corners like it is on rails, considering it has the skinniest tyres in the world.
Yeah. Well, compare it to the wagon that has pretty much the same width tyres, give or take 10 mil, and this corner's insanely well.
It does.
Like,
Centre of gravity, though, and all this,
yeah. Well, suspension geometry for a start. The stiffness of the chassis, the lightweightness of the roof, so all the weights slow down. And if you saw the
no gold is this one.
if you saw the live stream earlier, you'll see when we open the bonnet, it actually has a factory strut brace, which is insane to me.
Yeah.
I've never seen a car with that. Not even stuff like well, I guess stuff like the Audi R8 has the sort of brace that goes over the top, and the Nissan 350Z actually. Interestingly, another Japanese car that's got a brace in the back.
There's a launch.
Without wheel spin this time.
I mean, look at it. We've we've left.
Yes, we. The other cars didn't stand a chance.
No. Yeah, a combination of the 1 litre 3-cylinder
and no one else trying.
Motor.
Yeah, and the electric motor. That's what I said.
VTEC.
Yeah, the VTEC. I love VTEC. It's such a good thing.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah. Well, 3 cylinders have always sounded quite.
They're burbly, aren't they?
They're burbly. They're beefy. You know. No one can say they don't like the sound of a 3-cylinder, and then you get stuff like I don't know if you ever, you know what it reminds me of, because another automotive YouTuber from America called That Dude in Blue.
Hoovy.
That Dude in Blue.
That Dude in Blue. What
he
colour
did.
Is he? I mean, what colour is he? Just ignore me. He's blue. I've come to.
Oh, sick! A Volkswagen, an old Beetle. My word.
Is he in the Blue Man Group?
Is he following us?
He is. Yes.
This car behind us, you can just sort of see the headlights and the camera.
Pretty old school. He's seen us and thought, "What's that?"
I'll have that.
That's an interesting looking machine.
Indeed, it is.
I honestly thought that was going to come out.
People do that all the time. That annoys me.
Dullard. Hopefully it'll turn red and we can smoke the 911 powered Beetle, which is probably running a 1300 airflow.
Oh, do you not remember? I believe you told me a story where you sort of came across a Volkswagen camper van.
Oh, he's gone.
Like an old style. Oh, he's gone to Sainsbury's. You came across an old style camper van, which had a Porsche 911 engine in it.
T25.
T25.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Yeah.
And I don't know what I was in. It was either a Ford Orion or a Golf. Likely it was probably a Ford Orion. And I just remember it pushing other cars.
Yeah.
And I just saw these big tailpipes sticking out the back and thought, that is not your standard T25. And it wasn't.
I remember one time when I was
Red Sport or something.
Yeah, when I was in the Fiesta one time driving back from work, there was this Volkswagen Transporter that was he wasn't really he wasn't really up my backside. He was, he was close. He was making his presence known, shall we say?
Yes.
And it got to a bit where he could overtake, and this was on like the A6 coming out of Lancaster. And he absolutely shot me. He just flew past, went, but it's this big transporter. It was lowered. It was definitely bagged because I could tell by the way the suspension was moving.
You can tune them highly.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's the good thing about bags.
One of the modifications is Subaru engine, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Although this was a newer Volkswagen. This was like sort of Caravelle T5 shape.
Right. Well, they are. I think they do a 280 brake.
Well, it must have been that, but it must have been fairly tuned.
Because I had a race with one in the Valva, and I was leaving on corners and on straights I wasn't. I was like, what is this camper? This is no standard camper.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It was definitely modified.
And the Valva did 0 to 60 in about 7.2, so whatever that one was pretty quick.
Well, the Fiesta wasn't that quick in a straight line, let's be honest. It was only a 1.25. Although for its class, it was quite quick. Handled that. Anyway.
So the brakes are like... They're very good, aren't they?
They are quite good, yeah. And
so yes, if you joined us, it's adventure time. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll be giving lots of things away, and we'll be attending lots of things too.
We've also got new merchandise in the pipeline.
We have, yes.
If anyone
put our first order in.
Yes.
Tell us what you think of the new logo. We love it.
Alex M says, I bought a DS7 Crossback because I watched your channel.
Oh.
The DS7 I ended up buying, I've lost the message, but that is really cool.
Yeah, the DS7 is a fantastic vehicle.
We
had it at the same time as the i8 as well, and it stood its ground next to an i8.
Yeah.
Looked good, had tech, had styling, well, it was quick as well.
It was quick. I remember Michael
I have
took
no
me out
clue
today.
where I'm going. I'm going to carry on.
Might as well.
Yeah. No, that's really
Oh,
great
he
to
says
know.
it was the actual one we reviewed. It had the same reg. That's such a cool coincidence. I love when stuff like that happens.
That's happened 3 times now.
What? They've...
Yes, they've come back and said, we bought the exact car you reviewed. And I'm like, what? It's becoming like commonplace now to find cars that we've driven and they've bought.
It almost sounds like a story off of like VinWiki or something.
Yeah, well, I think it was the it was a Vauxhall, and I think it was the Grand Sport that somebody had bought as well.
Right.
So that's 2, and there was a 3rd, and I can't for life remember which.
Thank you, Alex. I'm sure we will. He says, keep up the awesome vids. Love them.
Oh, we will.
Yeah. Well, why stop now?
Yeah, we've got
Honda's
lots of
given us
things
this
coming.
cool car, yeah.
We've got a Corando review coming out today.
Yeah.
We've then got the Subaru Outback coming back. Oh my word! This road is ridiculous.
Oh my goodness.
And we're in an Insight, not a Jeep. There's the Midland Hotel on the right.
A very fancy, very Art Deco, modernist architecture.
Yes.
I've watched Grand Designs at least twice, so I'm a professional.
Me too. Let's head to Heysham Village and have a look at some really fine housery.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's lots of nice houses around Heysham, actually.
Indeed. But no, that's really great news. It's just, the DS7 was a fantastic car.
Yeah.
It took us to Goodwood. So, speaking of campers, there's one.
Yeah, there's one.
Yeah, we drove all the way to Goodwood from Michael's in the DS7.
Yeah.
We left the i8 where Michael was, and then came back and picked up the i8 and the DS7, and then drove to Silverdale. And then we did all the Windermere stuff in the DS7 as well.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I think
all the cameras on.
I only got to see...
I'll put the window up so I'm not dead. Ooh, wrong way.
That's down, you fool.
You sounded like Arnold.
That's down, you fool. Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Ah, yes. As you can see, it's hilarity heavily this evening. But it's the first time we've been out and done a night drive for some time, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah. It's nice. I mean, it's obviously a lot easier now because we don't have to wait until 10 o'clock for it to be actually dark. But, you know, there's the benefit.
We're still getting 60.4 to the gallon.
Yep, even with Ben's morally questionable driving.
That's, yes, thank you. Thanks for that. If we, I think, up here, we may see half a car.
Oh, yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's always...
It's there.
I see it.
Isn't it one of those Fiats?
I see it's the Fiat.
I think it's a Fiat.
Get out of the way.
It is a Fiat.
It's a Fiat. It's a Fiat Coupe.
Yes, it's Coupe de Ville.
No, it's just a coupe.
Coupe.
Well, you can't say coupe because it's not a full one. It's only half a one. So it's just a Fiat Coupe.
By that logic, it's a Fiat.
Fiat Coupe. Wait, no, that sounds like a different thing.
Ah, yes. So yeah, if there's any cars that you'd like us to review, please shout out, put them in the comments. What's going on? Come on, you buffoon.
Well, there's new stuff coming out all the time, so it's pretty much a never-ending content machine.
We've got a brand new MG coming as well.
That's exciting.
That. Yes,
I'm looking forward to that actually.
Yeah.
Because I had a look around the MG3. I know Joseph has one of those actually.
Yes.
And I quite like it. It seems like it.
Such a fun car, the MG3.
Well, I unfortunately I never got to either drive it or be a passenger in it. I only got to look around it. But
you got to go in the FK8 though, didn't you?
I did.
This car's big brother.
Well, I think the big brother to this is the CRZ.
Okay, let's say Angry Uncle.
Yeah, the FK8 is the Angry Uncle.
Yeah, it's a proper.
But that's an amazing car.
Yeah.
Just no torque steer.
No.
It grips. Because you were barely giving it like 10% of what it could handle, and it would still absolutely devastate any of our cars.
Yeah, I know.
You know, even your other Honda.
Yeah. The only thing that's come close to it, is the Focus ST, which is those two on a track together would be.
I would really like to see that as a race.
So our launch is like, and there's a 3-cylinder as it growls into life, and we wheel spin.
Yep.
Because I hit a butthole.
Oh dear.
And we're up to the limit in remarkable time.
Yeah. I kind of want to see one of these modified.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Well, because as you may know, Ben's into his modified cars.
I am.
However, I'm a lot more into my modified cars. So, two things. I expect to see more of that kind of content on the channel.
Yeah.
Because we know some of you like that. So, and you know, if it brings more people to the channel,
we want to be
the more
massive.
the merrier.
That's it. We want to do giveaways every week.
Yeah.
Everything from detailing kits to car parts, whatever we want to buy. We're happy to use some of our ad revenue. That's green, you muppet.
Jesus.
He was nearly a hood ornament.
I hate when people do that.
That
Just
was a bit
wait.
foolish.
Just wait until we've gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the simple fact is, the more subscribers we get, the higher quality the videos are going to get.
Yeah, well, we can buy more camera gear.
Exactly.
We just bought a brand new gimbal.
Oh, that's a seriously impressive bit of kit.
There's Yun, and it is. Oh, it's a fantastic bit of kit, isn't it?
Well, those recent live streams at the classic show, whatever it's called, at the NEC in Birmingham.
Well, the recent videos that I've just put out, there's a cat.
Stupid feline.
Yes, black cat. Lucky, not for you, in front of the car.
We've got a black cat. She's very lovely.
Look, stealthy people.
Ah.
Always in a stealth
You
arena.
literally can't even see them at all on the camera.
That's scary.
I mean, at least they're on a pavement in a lit area.
Yes.
Pretty lit, bro. Yeah. Word to your mother-in-law.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit off your list.
Yeah. that's the problem with us.
Yeah.
We we get along very well,
Oh my word!
but we tend to get rather distracted by literally anything and nothing very quickly.
We're like cats in a garden that see a bird or a flaming butterfly. That's it. You're like, woo!
There's a bit of a feline-themed surprise in the road. I'm struggling to press the reconnect button.
Reconnect.
Big connect.
Doncaster Road.
Have you? Ah, there we go. We're back. We have returned.
Yeah, you just missed my rally stage in the Little Insight.
The world's first 20 mile an hour.
We're at a limit. Actually, we're going a little faster than the limit. A bit of slow down. That's the thing about the electric motor on this. It really does zip you up to speed, but it does assist. Like a lot of these mild hybrids now that are coming out do things like start-stop and help ever so slightly. Whereas this is like the i8 in that way, and it just gives you power.
You can definitely tell it's got an electric motor.
You can.
But you
Things
get
like launches.
it's good fun.
It is.
Honda in their infinite wisdom, they it's like they can't make a car that isn't fun.
Yeah.
Although arguably any car's fun if you crash it. They definitely designed this with at least some sportiness in mind.
They did.
Like you can tell by the sort of the low suspension, the stiff suspension as well.
30, so yeah. No,
We're doing 23.
Have you shown them the Knight Rider style clocks?
Oh my god, I love the
I mean, look at
clocks in
this. This is 2004, so
Yeah.
it's even back in those years. It's quite crazy. It looks like something out of the DeLorean.
It does, yeah. I'm half expecting us to have a flux.
Another launch again.
Yeah, that's the good thing about red lights.
The thing about launches with this is it doesn't do anything to the fuel.
No, this is it's.
Call 350. Let's go and have fun.
I have a feeling he's going to speed off.
Maybe.
I mean, that doesn't look like 30 to me, but you know, you be the judge. See, that's 30 there.
Yeah,
that's nothing.
That's,
like the wagon would be struggling. The EK4, I'm sure, would put the same amount of effort.
Yeah.
And that, because of the electric motors, that wasn't even the top
that's not even floored
of first gear. That's not even floored.
No.
See, because I can still feel a pull.
Yeah.
And I've gotten quite.
I back off because of where we are.
Well, yeah. There's a lot. We've seen already. There's been a lot of police presence.
Yeah.
There's no point.
We've been followed a few times, and nobody cares because they'll just type the number plate in. It'll come back press.
I'm on his errands.
Yes. He's out adventuring.
On his rounds.
The bus.
They're probably watching the live stream on their fancy police computer.
Bush.
A bush. What a strange bush. It appears to be like a large automobile.
Yeah. We're going to be doing more of these little adventures as well, if you're up for that. On Monday, Annabelle and I are heading down to a rather special launch, so watch for lives there.
What's that launching?
Well, that's what I can't say.
Oh,
yes.
It's a very special launch.
Yes, indeed. Oh, look, here's the other side of the cube.
Thick coupe.
So look, there, half a car, has a speed camera symbol on it for some reason. I don't know why.
It identifies as a speed camera.
Yes, it does. Oh dear. In today's climate, that's probably a rather sketchy thing to say. So yeah, we're going to be going in adventures. We're doing a full road trip to Farnborough on Monday in this. So that'll be interesting. I'm going to try and hyper mile, but let's face it, it's me. I'm not going to.
You've not really taken it on the motorway so far, have you?
No.
I mean, we've taken it on a dual carriageway.
No, I've not taken it on the motorway. No.
No, sir.
No. I took the Civic on with the new wheels. Oh my word, that's a fun car now with the new wheels.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's skating down the motorway anymore. It feels like it's actually planted to the road.
The wagon doesn't do too bad on the motorway, to be honest.
That was a really bad gear change. Whoa, there's a Wrangler Jeep.
Where?
It's just gone past.
Oh, I'm blind.
Yeah.
That's my notable thing.
We're trying to get a Wrangler Rubicon as well, so if there's any vehicles you want us to get, just shout.
Yeah, drop a comment.
Yeah.
And, well, take advantage of our small size while it lasts.
Yeah.
Because we read all the comments.
Massive.
Yeah. So.
We also have some really, really cool things in the pipeline for next year. We're not going to tell you anything more, but it will really, really transform Planet Auto.
It'll shake it up.
Big time, won't it?
Yeah.
If it comes off and we do what we think is going to happen, oh my word.
I think it's...
You've seen nothing yet.
Well, it's definitely been going in the right direction.
Yeah. Well, Annabelle's getting fully involved as well now, isn't she? Which is nice.
Mm.
She's really learning her cars. I mean, the classic motor show stuff she did, she's quite knowledgeable, considering she hasn't got a flaming clip on 90% work. But she knows how to talk and she knows how to engage.
She knows how to operate the business.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we've got some massive things coming. We want to meet you guys as well, so we may even have like a meet or an event or...
Like House of Boca 123, if you're familiar with that channel, or regular...
Oh my word,
Yep, that one always sneaks up on you.
Yeah.
I went over that at full speed in the Fiesta once and I scraped it.
I'm not surprised. You either get airborne or bottom out.
Yeah, I bottomed out. The suspension on the Fiesta was not the most solid. I think it was more solid. It's very forgiving, if a little too forgiving. I mean, the upshot of that is you can get the weight transfer down a lot better, but we might even have some track content coming up.
Yes.
Three Sisters, I know, they do a lot of track days and stuff, so, keep an eye out for that.
Next year we've got Goodwood and all the big events as well, like Concours and all those kind of things. We'll be coming live from all of those with brand new kit as well. Yeah, if there's anything that you want us to focus on, which is not just cars, anything. So events, what you want us to attend, check that.
Yeah. And we're not being obnoxious, because no one had to slow down for us. No one had to brake. We're just being safe drivers and having fun.
If you time things correctly.
Because I think this car is it's fast enough that you can enjoy it, like all of it.
Yeah.
And it's slow enough that you don't go to prison.
Yes, that's a very good way of putting it.
Not going to prison is a very nice thing indeed.
It's Angry Uncle FK8. However, he's one of those that you have to
control yourself.
You will exit slip roads allegedly at 3 figures without even realising, because it's that damn quick.
It's insane, that car, and it does it without even trying.
100 and what is it? 11.
That was an Evo 9.
Whoa,
that's just there. Red Evo 9. It had Rally Art mud flaps.
That's well rare.
Quite a nice front bumper. Yeah.
What age is that then? 12? Something?
I have no idea. I just know the 10 was like 2005-ish to 2013.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I want to say. I don't know, maybe with the success of the Toyota Supra, because that's sold out immediately everywhere.
Yeah, the new one.
Yeah. Other manufacturers might be saying, hang on a minute, there is a market for these kind of cars.
Well, Subaru haven't done it yet, but that Lavorg they're releasing looks pretty cool with a 1.8 turbocharged
I saw that.
engine.
I think that's quite interesting. I'd like to have a look at that.
So would I.
Because I know Subaru's design recently, they've really kicked it up a notch.
Yeah, they have.
It's
Impreza we had. Is it called Impreza anymore? What
Was it-
WRX. That's what we
Yeah.
had, wasn't it? Wasn't called Impreza at the time. Was amazing. You know, that was super quick. That was another car that you had to watch when you were driving.
Yeah.
Mind you, I think the Focus ST that we've got in the coming months as well is going to be quite an interesting one.
That's another one I really want to have a look at.
Yeah.
Because I'm very much into my hatchbacks.
Well, what have we got coming in the weeks? We've got the MG, we're not going to say what.
The MG Redacted.
Yeah. The brand new MG Redacted.
Yeah.
2 Fords. Possibly the Ranger Raptor, which is nice.
Yeah, that's a really
Focus.
interesting vehicle for the UK market, especially.
Yeah, the BMW E. So I think that's a 330 hybrid.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else.
There's so much. You can't keep track
Skoda
of it.
Kamiq.
Oh, the Skoda Kamiq. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. There's about 6 or 7 cars. Oh, I know. CRV hybrid, which will be interesting to see how the hybrid has evolved from this to that, because that'll be the next level of hybrid that we'll drive.
I have a feeling the CRV will definitely I think the power delivery will be a lot more integrated.
Yes.
I have a feeling. Is it a manual or an automatic?
I do not know.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Because I always just assume, you know, hybrid equals automatic, which is probably why a lot of car enthusiasts don't tend to go for them. But this, manual, 5-speed manual.
Exactly. And then we may just have a Honda S2000.
Possibly.
Just possibly.
Which is another really cool car.
Yeah. Which is made in the same factory as this and the NSX in Suzuka.
Suzuka.
There's Tyson Fury's house, by the way.
Weird flex, but okay.
The Tyson Fury of the Suzuka.
Yes.
Yeah, agreed.
Although I think I've been around Suzuka more in Gran Turismo than many other tracks. Because the interesting thing about Suzuka is because it has a bridge that crosses over, because Formula 1 cars and sort of racing spec cars, because you're going around a track and it's basically just a wiggly circle, you get, you know, more tyre wear on one side than you do on the other.
You are full of random things.
Yes, but at Suzuka, because it crosses over and because they're about equal length, you get even tyre wear all over it. So that's why a lot of manufacturers like testing there.
That's something I
like a lot of tyre manufacturers, yeah.
Look at this. Just glides along. Just literally glides along. Considering the skinny wheels, it doesn't compromise the driving whatsoever.
I think the aerodynamics are so advanced, it keeps it stable.
Exactly.
It's a similar story to stuff like the R33. They really, because everyone says, oh, I don't like the R33, it's too curvy. It's curvy because that's the most aerodynamic way to make a car. That's why that's, out of all of them, the most stable at high speeds.
And the most economical.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, depends on... God, there's a sign!
Good brakes?
Yeah, very good brakes. I think they're vented and distal round, which would make sense.
Yeah. Well, as this was sort of Honda's look what we can do car.
It was.
Which is always...
exactly what it was.
I feel like a look what we can do car is always going to be a good car.
Yeah.
Because that's what the FK8 is, and that's amazing. That's what the original Lexus LS400 was, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
Still is to this day. Yeah.
There we go. Hope you've enjoyed our adventures, Kanjo style, with the
Kanjo.
Kanjo.
You want cultured swine? Kanjo. Yes. Have a look. Actually, have a Google of Kanjo Civics.
Because the windows are hot. That's the point. I can slow down. Now, why am I slow down at 20 for a camera at 30?
Because the gear change the thing's telling you to do. It's like
There we go. Now let's see if the TRD Import Supra is here.
It's the TRD late. It's not.
It's not. Typically, it's not there. The only time that we actually are on a live and it's not there.
Also, if anyone knows what the TRD laser is, please be my friend, because that's a classic video.
TJ Hooker?
Mike Mods. They built like the most awful, horrendous car on purpose.
Oh.
For the budget of $500 Australian. Struth, mate. Yeah. And it's an amazing. And they did like a rap video at the end of it. It was amazing.
Rap video.
Yeah.
No way. No. There
But
we go.
yes, I think we were sort of near it.
Now going to use the horn for amusement.
All looking round.
It's because a car's just literally hovered past them.
Just gone.
Exactly. Stay. Thank you.
I think like most cylinders just sound very beefy with an exhaust.
Yeah. We'll do a gear drop with the window down, and you can't really hear much at all because it's so damn aerodynamic.
It won't come through on camera, and it's not coming through on the cabin, so that's not the camera's fault this time.
No, it's yeah. So there you go. Thanks guys for tuning in for our Friday madness. We're going to try and aim and do this a lot more.
Yeah.
It's something different.
Something interesting.
Yes.
Something fun.
Watch out for lives of the 5 things we love about this fantastic car over the weekend.
It's probably going to end up being more than 5. I really like this car.
Yeah, I don't know where to stop, to be honest.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Yeah.